And we are live here on the Unpopular Review Smackdown Results and Review Show. I am your host, Mike Knoxxx. As you guys already know, that is the beautiful wrestling doll herself. How you doing this evening, wrestling doll?
I'm fine. I was a
You
little
sure?
somewhat bored tonight, only because there were
Well,
so little matches, but I get why.
well, I thought you was bored because you had to see Roman Reigns, that sexy
Well, I
man
was
beast.
bored the last 10 minutes, so.
How could the needle mover himself bore you?
Because
Please.
it's Roman Reigns, that's why.
You just such a you. I think you want to hate on Roman just to hate on. What's the real hatred you have with this man, wrestling dog?
His
Seriously,
reign bores me.
his what? His reign. So all 536 days, the longest run in 35 years in WWE, just bores you.
Yes, because he's beaten everybody. He's about to beat one more person. Who are they going to bring next? His cousin?
Yeah. I mean, we all thought Nia might have some way have joined with them, but clearly we were wrong because she's out here like burning bridges, like people burn bridges. I guess I don't know where that term actually came from. Burning bridges.
She
I never
burned
seen anybody
bridges
actually
faster
burn a
than an
bridge.
Inferno match.
See, thank you. I couldn't think of something to put it with, but that's sad news. The Inferno match will not be in WWE 2K22 this year, as people kind of hoped it was. The video gamer in me. But let's talk about tonight's show, shall we? And like you said, Barbara, let's just be honest here, wrestling dog. It was kind of boring. Like, and here's why it was kind of hard and cringeworthy to watch this show because A, it was recorded last Friday night. B, it all leaked over the internet, and then for me, I don't know if you noticed this. I know I know you've been watching wrestling just a few, not that long, and
Almost a year. Month, exactly this day, almost a year.
I cannot stand when you can clearly hear them talking over the show. You know what I mean? And that I can hear it. It's the production major in me that drives me crazy. And thanks everybody out there watching tonight. But tonight we were privileged to seeing these four lovely ladies in the ring and a contract signing for tomorrow afternoon's premium event. We got Daddy DeVille herself. We got Charlotte Flair, the greatest women's wrestler of all time, Charlotte Flair. We get Ronda Rousey, and we get Flaming Young herself, Naomi, on the contract signing. But I gotta say this much, Barbara. My introduction of Charlotte Flair being the greatest women's wrestler of all time was more fun than that contract signing. Did I blow your speakers? That's good. That's good. I aim to please.
My ears, not my speakers.
Well, you have earbuds in, right? So I figured,
yeah.
Poof. I got you. I see it. Oh, look, you're trying to show off your earrings. I see you showing off your
earrings.
No,
I was trying to show if I'm wearing pluggable headphones. I'm not wearing the earbuds that everybody wears. I'm still a teeny bit somewhat old-fashioned-ish.
Well, nice. Now you're making me feel bad. I got my little nephew woke up. It's 10 o'clock at night. You shouldn't know when you're going to see a picture of Charlotte Flair on the screen. I'm going to scream. Okay. Yep. But the contract signing, for what it's worth, I've seen worse. Right? I got to be honest here. And I actually thought this Charlotte was spitting that hot fire, almost like Dylon. Those who don't know, it's Dylon. But I thought she was spitting hot fire tonight. I was impressed with what she had to do. I know this is a throwaway match tomorrow night, but hey, this was the go-home show for the premium event. I said tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock noon. Will you be watching tomorrow night Wrestling Night at 12 o'clock in the afternoon?
I'll probably be able to watch some of it. I'm not going to be able to watch all of it live because I'll be working. So I'll catch it later on Peacock.
The most of us will be working, right? At 12 o'clock in the afternoon for this. But I will be here at 5 o'clock when it goes off for a post show. So anybody want to join me as part of the network, come on in, holler at your boy, except for the administrator, because he may not show up. He may show up. He may not show up. We don't know if he's in or is he out. It's like people in church. You got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Are you playing hot potato, shake your leg and do it all about? I don't know. But anywho, just messing fun with him. He's backstage holding us down guerrilla style. But after we got the contract signing, we got to see this guy, Ricochet, finally get a victory over Sheamus. It's like at this point, I feel like they're just throwing him. All right, look at that, Chris. Way to go. I'm I don't know how to feel about Ricochet. Like even getting a victory over Sheamus, it's like I just don't believe in this company putting anybody over anymore that's not a certain size. You know what I mean? A certain stature. It's like those are the only guys they put over unless you're doing funny antics like, my guy, the new Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Sami Zayn. I thought I had a Sami Zayn picture. There's no way I could do a show and not put a picture of Sami Zayn up here. But clearly, no, there it is. I knew I had it because I had it here. And there it is. Your new Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. So unless you're doing clown stuff like Sami Zayn, yeah, if you're undersized and understature, they're not going to let you do nothing in this company. And but he wins tonight against Shinsuke Nakamura. It's funny. The last time Shinsuke lost that title, am I wrong? Was that to Sami Zayn? No, I think he beat Apollo Chew, right? And we ain't seen him since. Apollo Creed? No, his name ain't Creed.
We
That's
haven't
Rocky.
seen Apollo
Anyway,
since
Apollo.
the
That's his
party
name.
at Raw.
Huh?
We haven't seen Apollo since the Broga party on Monday night.
So,
and before that, we've hardly seen him.
did we get Ivar?
We haven't seen him be like he was coming to America. Where is that?
I missed that Apollo. I'm not gonna lie. No, a lot of people didn't like it. But when we get a character or a wrestler on TV, wrestling doll, that doesn't have like a personality, when they give him a character, I thought it was working for him. You know what I mean? He had his General Aziz or his Commander Aziz, and I was there for it. I know a lot of people, didn't like it, but I was there for it. But then we get, like I said, we got the face to face with Goldberg and Roman at the end. Like Wrestling Doll said, it wasn't much wrestling tonight. But I thought they pushed the story a little bit, I guess, if you will, so to speak, towards what tomorrow afternoon is going to be in a premium event. Your thoughts, Wrestling Doll, on what we got to see tonight?
Well, let's see. As someone who loves Ricochet, I'm happy he got a win over Sheamus, because the only time I went to go see a WWE show live with Ricochet in it, he lost to Sheamus. Okay. So I'm happy to see that he got his win and got to exact some revenge. And it was funny because Ridge Holland tries to interfere, and Sheamus is like, "What are you doing? Don't get in my way." And he's like, "I'm just trying to help." But it screwed him over, and Ricochet got a win. So with that, I'm happy. Eric, Ivar, and Jay's match wasn't bad. Ivar was about to win. The Usos get disqualified so that they give them the win, basically, which I saw coming, and I didn't really care. Because I already know the Usos are going to win tomorrow, so...
Really I can't see them losing the belts to them either. But go back if you can to Sheamus and Rich Hollins. Is that are they breaking that up already, Wrestling Doll?
I doubt it. They need to give somebody to kiss Sheamus's ass.
Well,
he wasn't. Listen, Holland was in NXT kissing Rich Hollins. What? Was kissing Pete Dunne's ass. And now he's kissing Sheamus's ass. So if he's not doing that, what is he going to do in SmackDown?
But here's the thing with Rich.
He'll be in the back like Gulak.
Well, Gulak just stayed there because they got a video game to sell. And so they put him in the video game. But Rich Hollins has that size that I talk about that, Vince McMahon's a fan of going back. Like, I feel like watching the WWE now is like I'm watching it back in the 80s, where it's all bigger guys right now. Like the little guys are clearly over in AEW. And so I think Vince is getting away from that. Hence why if anybody's going to ever get over at being skinny, it'd have been Finn Balor. And we've seen what Vince thinks of Finn Balor. Like, you know what I mean? Where is this guy?
Yeah, sent him on vacation.
Yeah. Wow. Damn. After he did all that stuff for him at WrestleMania, was that 32? It was in New Orleans? But they wanted to push the envelope towards the 34. Okay, WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. And, the whole, being a part of the culture and the LGTB community, he was the poster board for WWE for that. You know what I mean? With the shirts that Finn was selling. And I guess maybe he didn't sell enough shirts, so Vince got mad and did something. I don't know what happened with that. But go ahead. You were talking about the Ivar. You after the Ivar match and the main event, Jay Uso. I actually thought the match was way too short, Wrestling Doll. Right? Like, damn, like we know it's not gonna Balor. It's for everyone. Like, who the heck is that? Is that you? Is that you, my tag team partner on? Because no one likes Finn Balor but me and Captain Shakespeare. Oh, you a fan of? Okay, see, we're like the only three in the whole group that like Finn Balor, I think. So, I don't
I
know,
think
but
the administrator said he is as well. So we got
he's
another
there.
one.
See, I don't count him as part of the group anymore. I don't. You ever see him? Is he ever around?
Well,
I
he's
mean,
got
he
school
shows up
too.
when he wants to show up, like tonight, for instance, right? We both knew what was going to be tonight, right? It's taped, just kind of, ouch, one of those kind of things, right? But we had a job to do, Wrestling Doll, and we showed up like professionals, and we did our job.
Yep.
Kudos to you. Kudos to you. To sit through, you who hate Roman Reigns, you bad person, you. Okay, I like the hat. Are you going out tonight?
No.
Like,
No, I'm putting this on because of our first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. I call this my Undertaker hat.
Okay, look, I got something for you. You talking about this guy right there? You talking about that hat right there? You talking about that hat right there? I see you. But yes, and that was probably the biggest news in WWE today, right? Was the Undertaker would be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class
on the anniversary of his streak continuing 20-0.
Is that what it is? Okay, see, wait, look at you knowing shit I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But I thought a lot of people figured it had to be in Texas if he was going to go in, right? That's his hometown. I guess it's only right to say that it should be Kane that inducts him. But if not Kane, I wonder who would be the person that would induct him into this Hall of Fame. I think they're doing the Hall of Fame differently from what it looks like. They're giving you SmackDown and the Hall of Fame in Texas. I'm not going to lie to you. I've done about 3 Hall of Fames. I think if you've never been to a Hall of Fame, you should go. That's just my opinion. However, they are very long and they are very drawn out. And so if you sit through one, you like this through the second and third one. It's hard to go through. But if you're a fan of Taker, I think Taker alone will, I don't know if Vince would do it. Maybe Austin, maybe Shawn Michaels. You got to think somebody in the company, rather, right? Will induct him into the Hall of Fame. But in Texas on this night, I think 2 for 1 is a heck of a deal. I really do. Like, I know we have plans to go. Some of us are going down to WrestleMania. I plan on being in the bar with the executive consultant. However, but they are starting to do time cuts off for speeches. Well, hopefully. But here's another thing with that. I do not think there's going to be a big Hall of Fame induction class this year. And to be honest with you, it should, in my opinion, I don't get your opinion. This is Wrestling Doll. I don't think nobody should go in but Taker. I think certain years, whenever The Rock goes into the Hall of Fame, it should be just The Rock. It shouldn't be nobody else that goes in with him. That's just my opinion. What do you think about that? Should this be a regular Hall of Fame, or should Taker go in by himself?
Well, based on everything, it most likely will probably be the Undertaker by himself. We get another inductee, I'm going to be surprised.
That's just it.
Props to the Undertaker.
She put the hat back on. I like that. I had to. It said negative because Hogan and Austin went in with each other. Well, that was different then also. We also lived in a different world back then when those guys went into the Hall of Fame. So, again, I'm not saying this is something that's going to happen. This is not gospel. I just wouldn't be surprised. And I think being in Texas, I just can't think of nobody else that could go in the Hall of Fame that's going to draw tickets. Because, frankly, if you look about it, Taker's last match was a cinematic match against AJ Styles in the Boneyard match that they had, which personally I liked. And I thought that Undertaker's career could have extended further by having cinematic matches. And again, not being the biggest Taker fan, I will admit that every single time I've been at Mania or every time I was at a Raw and he came out, it's one of the most eerie feelings. Like, and I'll be honest, we went to AEW a couple months back, and that was my first time seeing Sting. Brother Love, how about that? He is with the company, and Bruce Pritchard. So that's a nice one. So I actually like Brother Love actually introducing him into the Hall of Fame. So I think that's a very good idea. Look at you. Look at Elvis coming up here with some intelligent wrestling conversation. But speaking of Brother Love,
that's nice for once.
That is nice for once.
Hey everybody, this is Bruce Pritchard. Some people know me as Brother Love, but forget about that right now because you know who you're listening to? You're listening to Mike Knoxxx.
Just thought I'd share that. Since somebody brought up Brother Love. But I think he should go in by himself. I can't think of anybody else. And again, I think wrestling fans a couple years ago, Wrestling Doll, has started having these conversations of you better slow down on who you're inducting, right? Because it went from being this precious thing to do to not so precious anymore, right? Of having certain people go in. Your thoughts on that as well?
On which one?
On anybody else going to Hall of Fame with him and Anthony. You know what? I'm not a fan of no Taker, and I hate it. I think if that's the right year, because my memory could be off, and my backstage guys were telling me. I think that's badass Taker years, right? I hated that Taker. I absolutely hated that Taker. I know he liked it because he wanted to get out of the makeup stuff, but I just other than him coming up with the last ride, that was the best thing about that entire Undertaker run, and the fact you got. That Taker was funny. It was cool. Listen, the only thing about that Taker I liked was Limp Bizkit's song with him, roll and roll, and they would put the bike up. That was the best thing about that Taker run to me. But that Taker run, if you want to think about it and think about Taker in this one, Wrestling Doll, that Taker run, I think won more titles than regular Undertaker as far as world championships are concerned. The big evil Taker when he drug Hogan on his bike. That was funny. Anytime somebody drag Hogan's ass, I'm happy with that. You said no backstage there, Chris. That's not the one. He could have forgot about. Who could forget about JBL? I love JBL. Except for he thinks rap is crap. But hell, today I think rap is crap too. What's going on, Indy? You say Savio Vega. That's somebody you think's going into the Hall of Fame this year? JBL can induct Taker. I don't see the correlation other than the acolytes with JBL doing that. I don't think he had a big enough impact on Taker's career to be one that. I mean, again, we're talking about guys who are with the company. We got to think smart. Unpopular view is the show for the intelligent wrestling fans. You got to be intelligent here and think about it's not going to be an outside guy. It's not, you know what I mean? It's the case of them paying somebody to come back to introduce him. You know what I mean? With Mark Henry, you know what I mean? Like, it could be anybody he had match. Mick Foley. Right? Mick Foley. BSK. Huh? I said HBK, but who was that? Who put BSK?
Your partner, Z.
What does that even mean? I'm going to bring him on because he's just never around to be brought on. So here he is. Administrator, what the hell are you talking about, Patrick?
Okay, so the Bone Street Crew. Bone Street Crew is Taker's crew backstage. The boys that he really rolled around with up and down the roads with, and they all have BSK tattoos. So any one of those members could do it as well. I'm going to go back politely backstage now.
Okay. We'll get out of here then. Look at you behind the curtain type shit, BSK. Next time, spell it all out like I know what that is. I thought you were talking about MSK for a second and made a mistake or HBK. I didn't know what the hell you were doing. Okay, I see that now, Christopher. That's there. But other than that, I thought tonight's SmackDown, it's what it was. It's NBA All-Star Weekend. Okay. They're in Saudi Arabia, for heaven's sakes. Right. At first, when we saw this after the Rumble, I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. They're going to be in Saudi Arabia. And I'm thinking, how are they going to do that at the time slot? And then lo and behold, they tell us it's going to be at 12 o'clock noontime for this new.
I mean, last time they had a match and they had a thing at Saudi Arabia, it was on Thursday afternoon.
Right. And because we got to remember over there, they're like, 12 hours ahead of us. Right. So
pretty much.
My thing is this: they're rich enough; they can stay up to 12 at midnight, and like, what wrestling fans in America wouldn't go to a wrestling at 12 o'clock in the morning? I think wrestling fans would still go at 12 o'clock in the morning if they had a big enough card. So Vince should have thought about his American people. As I tell everybody all the time, Vince don't care about you. He cares about your money. And no matter what he does, you're still spending your money. So it doesn't matter. Paul Heyman to induct Undertaker. I can get with that. Because, you go back to the Dangerous Alliance. That's the Taker that I liked. I was a mean Mark Callis fan. I said that before. The heart punch, the greatest move in professional wrestling history. Because it's like the sleeper. Now, today, you can think a sleeper doesn't even work as a sleeper no more. It's a chokehold. But back in the day, it was like, I'm putting you to sleep with this move. Now you have the heart punch. You punch them in the chest, and they having heart palpitations. And so that was the move. I thought it was so exciting and so entertaining. But other than that, wrestling, now seriously, your take on the entire SmackDown Go Home show?
That pretty much it was just a 2-hour commercial, a 2-hour promotion of Elimination Chamber with a few matches in between here and there, which were fine, and it was just there, essentially.
It was just there, like the administrator backstage. He's just here.
And speaking of here, we have someone whose segment will be coming up real soon.
Oh, he inboxed us. Did he? Is he here?
Apparently.
Is he here? Is he here? Is it recorded?
Yo, what's up? UPR Universe, this is your man Steamer Willie Beeman, and I'm coming to you with this week's What Makes Beeman Steamer. Now I'm gonna make it short and sweet because the opening of SmackDown, just the opening alone, is enough for my segment today of What Makes Beeman Steamer. The first thing, that dumbass contract signing. Like, what was the point? Like, okay, it was a time filler. We get it. It's already a tape show. Like, come on, WWE. Like, that's the first thing about SmackDown that made Beeman steaming this week. Then the whole dumbass stipulation for the match. Ronda Rousey arm tab behind her back with one arm. We know she's going to mollywop the shit out of her anyway, but I just think it's fucking stupid. That's another thing that made Beeman steaming this week. Third thing that made Beeman steaming this week, it's the Viking Raiders. I forgot which one, Eric or Ivar, one of the two, against one of the Usos. Now, we all know the Usos is not losing the tag belts to them. I get it. You got to try to add suspense by making them look strong as we go into Elimination Chamber tomorrow. But the writing's on the wall, man. Like, that's a bunch of bullshit. That's another thing that made Beeman steaming this week. And the fifth and final thing that made Beeman steaming this week, I'm going to just be honest. When the fuck is Drew McIntyre gonna get rid of his fucking sword? He is not Mel Gibson and Braveheart. Like, anyway, that's this week's What Makes Beeman steaming. Alright, go.
All right, everyone, chill.
I'm poison. Poison ivy.
And the only man who can stop them.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Can't do it alone.
And you are?
Batgirl.
That's not awfully PC. What about Bat-Person?
Found the Batcave.
She knows who we are.
Guess we just have to kill her.
We're going to need a bigger cave.
Batman and Robin.
That is this week's. I don't know what happened. Why I'm on here by myself. That is this week's unpopular review entertainment show. They're doing Batman and Robin. iPhones do not suck. Just his internet sucks. Just so you know, okay. I have an iPhone, damn it, and my phone be looking crispy, and he be so damn high. It might be smoke all up in his phone. I'm just saying. All right? So don't delete iPhone. Willie Beeman steaming on that.
Oh, look, he's here.
He was high as shit, man. He wanted me too. He wanted me too. And I saw it. I was like, oh my God.
You see his face? He was like, yeah, well, nothing got really steaming. Eyes were red as hell.
He couldn't even focus on the phone. That's how bad he was like, I'll be honest. I forgot what I was going to say. Run the Usos. Oh, my God.
Listen, that's all right. That's what I love Beeman for that, yo. God bless his heart and God bless America. Listen, we're going to get out of here tonight. That is the Wrestling Dog.
Freeze for Willie.
Right, hold on. Do a freeze frame for Willie. From now on, instead of throwing up the ones for Roman, every time we see Willie, we got to throw up the joint. Every time we see, just throw it up for Willie every single time. Listen, y'all, we're going to get out of here. Wrestling Dogs, any final words?
That I hope SmackDown will be better and that Raw will be better on Monday. And I wish y'all a good night.
Well, there it is. And I wish you, Barbie, have a good night tonight. Listen, guys, we are out of here. Catch us next Friday, but catch us tomorrow immediately following the Elimination Chamber, because that is truly will be the beginning. We will know the road, more the road to WrestleMania. So make sure you go around the blocks. On your way around the blocks, stop by UPR as we give you that road to WrestleMania, y'all. We are out of here. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me and don't love God. That's crazy, y'all. We out of here. Fingers.